I want to talk to you about Bartok. Now, when I was young, the mere mention of the name Bartok was enough to inspire fear in people, even people who thought they were adventurous in their tastes of music. He used to listen to modern jazz, the more difficult classical music. Bartok, it seemed, was just that step too far. The folky music, even that was too much of a challenge. I remember hearing the concerto for orchestra, and it was gobbledygook to me. It didn't make any sense. But one day, I think I was about 14 years old, we were about to go on holiday. It was to Bournemouth. And I put on what was then the third programme, and I heard the end of what turned out to be the Miraculous Mandarin Suite. Now, this music started to waltz. It got faster and faster and faster. Then suddenly rhythm took over, and it was like the wildest rock music that you could ever hear. Made Lonnie Donegan and Elvis Presley sound positively tame. I was totally enraptured by this music. When we got down to Bournemouth, I had £2 pocket money to spend on the 2 weeks of our holiday. I immediately went to a record store. It was called Beale's, I seem to recall, and bought the LP. It was Ant Alderati conducting the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. I virtually wore it out. I used to play it every day before I went to school, and this was my initiation into Bartok. Now, it's very interesting because the story of the ballet, which is what the Miraculous Mandarin is, concerns a couple of thugs who get hold of a young girl. They capture her, and they make her lure people up into their den and then rob the victims. There's a young boy, there's an old rake, and then eventually a mandarin, extremely exotic mandarin, climbs the stairs, and there's a whole scene where they chase him. He's enraptured by the girl, and in the end, she feels such compassion for him, and he has such passion for her that she eventually lets him make love to her, and only then is he able to die. It's an incredibly compassionate story. The young girl is not a prostitute. That's often the story that's put across as the scenario. She is a young girl who's been captured. Anyway, I didn't know any of this really before I heard the music, but got to know it. And the music is so vivid. And this goes throughout the whole of Bartok's output.